You think that's funny, do you?
Oh, it's another bloody Round the Twist roundup. The show where Round the Twist. Today is a bit of a special episode. We've got a bit of a twofer for you. A 2-for-1. A double episode, because the first episode of this pair isn't that good. I mean, it's good, but we've seen it twice before already. See, there's another ghost, he's misunderstood, and he wants something. This time, instead of watching children shit, this ghost wants his darlings, which are like, everyone's like, oh, he wants his twin grandchildren. And the ghost is like, oh, you're me darlings. Turns out it's his teeth. He just wanted his teeth. His teeth are his darlings. So, yeah. We're not missing much by skipping this one. The only thing worth noting is that Tony, the dad, finds a set of filthy bagpipes at the tip, and then jams him in his gob immediately.
A set of bagpipes. Hey.
Yeah, stick that in your mouth, you dickhead. No wonder your wife killed herself. And that brings us to our first non-ghost episode of the show. This episode is called The Cabbage Patch Fib. Sick. We start with Bronson going about being an annoying 7-year-old, asking people where babies come from. This was the 90s, so Pornhub hadn't been invented yet, so you had to rely on your siblings to give you all the juicy deets. When I was a youth, I had a book called Where Did I Come From, which explained it all to me. It had a sperm with a top hat, and it had this fat couple that would bang. Oh, we should crowdfund to get Bronson the Where Did I Come From book. Just donate at www.patreon.com/Caspasaurus. Meanwhile, Mega Virgin Pete is having pretty much every conversation I've had with a human female.
You been training much?
Yeah.
I reckon it helps when you got someone to train with, doesn't it?
Especially this bit.
Do you want me to come?
No.
Like, if this were text, it'd be exactly my life from the ages of 13 to 25. So Bronson has gathered from Ultra Virgin Pete that babies come from cabbage patches. Fuck knows why he told him that. So Bronson reasonably asks his dad for more information at dinner time.
Which cabbage patch did I come from?
Yeah, which cabbage patch did he come from? We all know Linda came from a lemon tree.
Was that a lesbian joke? That was a lesbian joke. Like, we all agree that Linda is a lesbian, right? Like, she's a feminist who does judo. I mean, and a vegetarian, probably.
Can you get a baby without kissing?
These days you can get one without even touching.
Well, that explains fucking Bronson. Probably adopted. So, given that it's after dark and they live in a lighthouse that's situated on a fucking cliff face, Bronson, unsupervised, heads out to their cabbage patch that they have to look for babies. Why do they have a cabbage patch? Like, it's not fucking war times. Like, grow something useful. Like weed or a tomatoes.
Do you reckon there'd be a baby down there now?
It'd be just my luck if there was.
I'll go and check, okay?
Okay.
Bye.
We're 4 episodes in, and in every episode so far, they've let Bronson just wander off into danger. They let him wander off into an outhouse in the middle of the night on a sheer fucking cliff face. This is a coastal cliff face. A strong breeze could just pick him up and launch him into the ocean, never to be seen again. In the second episode, they abandoned him at a cave with a dragon in it. In the third episode, Linda judo throws him into a tree, see, lesbian, at midnight when they're on the way to the rubbish tip, and then they send him back home. Go, oh, off you go, Bronson. Oh, don't get murdered. And then in this one, they're like, go and pick cabbages on the cliffside. Like, they just fucking hate this kid, don't they? Hours later, Pete goes out to check on Bronson, which is the first for this family. And Bronson speaks in the most Australian accent ever.
What are you doing, mate?
Looking for babies.
Ugh, it's almost disgusting, isn't it? Looking for babies!
I'll look for one over here then.
Oh, Pete's a fucking whistly cunt.
I hate whistly people.
Stop whistling! See, I can do it. I have no problem doing it. I'm not annoyed that I can't do it. I can do it. Yeah, see, it's fucking annoying. No one wants to hear you fucking tooting away with your wet lips. So they look in the cabbage patch for a baby, and shock horror, they find one. What? Who would have thunk it? Now, the implications of this. Either someone was walking past the cabbage patch and decided they didn't want their baby, so they painted it green and just ditched it amongst the cabbages. Or someone fucked a cabbage. Now, I didn't think you could have babies from having sex with a plant. Should I be concerned? Do I need to take a planternity test? Then fucking senile Nell just rocks up and is justifiably confused because the kids now have a baby. So she tries to hold it and then the little goblin holds its breath until Bronson holds it again. Fuck that, just let it die, hey. Now the family has a green baby. Then the Gribbles show up and they're like, oh, well, it's a green baby. It could be worth some money.
Where'd you get this baby?
Cabbage Patch.
The Cabbage Patch. The Cabbage Patch.
Cabbage Patch.
Cabbage Patch.
Right, James, get down there straight away and see if there's any more.
Why did everyone say that? Like once was enough. Did everyone have to fucking get in on that? Was it that much of a thrill ride? That you just had to interject, oh, the Cabbage Patch.
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 Shut up. We also get this weird shot where they're passing the baby to Bronson and it cuts to the Gribbles like 100 times throughout the course of them passing it along 5 people to Bronson. Like, do they drop the fucking baby between each shot? So they have to go, oh, quick, better cut away and cut around, cut around them dropping this infant on its soft head. So there's this pointless subplot in this story of the green baby being exploited for money. And I don't even know why they put it in there, because it goes nowhere. Like, because there's the main plot of Bronson, he's 7 years old and now he has the responsibility of a baby. So he's taking it to school and it's crying and he's like, oh, but I'm trying to do my arithmetics. But this subplot, like they do a press conference at the Twist house, then they take a group photo at the school and then nothing. It just goes nowhere. Like that was it. Like, what, did they do it to just show that the baby has green piss? Why did we put that in there? I didn't want to see the baby's green piss, but now I've seen the baby's green piss. So now you will see the baby's green piss because I shouldn't have to carry that burden alone. Anyway, Bronson finds out that being a parent is a lot shittier than it's cracked up to be, and he should have just gotten a dog instead. So he takes the baby back to the Cabbage Patch and just fucking tries to kill it.
Sorry, baby. It's just not working out. This is the best thing for both of us. Okay? Sorry.
Oh, that's a bit fucking grim, isn't it? He's just standing there with that like 1,000-yard stare. It's so fucked. And then the baby fucking dies. Nah, I'm just pulling your tits. Bronson realizes that he doesn't want to commit infanticide at the age of 7 because he's got his whole life ahead of him. He can start killing babies at 30. Then, out of nowhere, a giant fucking cabbage grows out of the garden. And then this green woman comes out, like speaking in tongues, takes the baby, and then goes back into the cabbage dimension. All right, at least it's not a ghost. So fucking weird. They have a cameraman and a microphone, and they're just like, oh well. Of course. Why not? Why wouldn't there be a secret cabbage dimension?
Must incinerate all humans.
After this, the dad decides to finally have a heart-to-heart with Bronson and tell him where babies actually come from, which apparently isn't the Cabbage Patch. Although it is provably a place where babies can come from because they just found a baby in the Cabbage Patch. It comes out of like a vagina, but also the Cabbage Patch.
Okay, now, if you come at me from behind, I'll be helpless.
What? No! Stop it!
Yeah, I think I'm getting it now.
Getting what? Stop it! Stop!
Taught him everything I know.
Uh-oh.
Stop straddling your brother, please. Oh, I can only take so much fucked up stuff in one episode, hey. Then we end the episode with Bronson carrying a ladder. Linda comes up to him and says, what are you doing? What are you doing, Ronnie boy? What's going on here? And Bronson tells her that he's going to block off Nell's chimney.
The storks. Dad told me how they bring their babies and drop them down the chimney. So, I'm blocking it up. Why? It's called bird control.
Bird control.
See, she looks at the camera like, oh, it's a bloody stalker. What a Nimrod. What a dingus. A baby appeared in a Cabbage Patch a day ago, and the kid has seen ghosts and a real-life dragon. Why wouldn't a stork delivering a baby be out of the realm of possibility? Anyway, that was the Cabbage Patch fib. It was a bit all over the place, but we did get to see Bronson try and kill a baby, so, you know, that's always a treat. I hope we get to see more of that. Look, I'm not saying that I could do a better job, but Netflix, when you reboot Round the Twist, I am available. I am always available. I am doing literally nothing. Thank you so much for watching. A huge thanks to the legends who made their cute little cameo appearances in the video. Links to them are in the description below. If you like this video, then you'll definitely like the rest of the Round the Twist episodes. The playlist is right on the screen somewhere. Thank you so much for watching. Sweet dreams.
Have you ever felt like this?
What's 13 inches long and makes women scream?
What?
Cot death.
Jesus.
Probably shouldn't have put that in, would have put it in anyway.